Good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us to discuss the global movement to use business as a force for good. My name is Bart Houlahan. I'm one of the co-founders of B Lab. My apologies that I can't be with you in person. This event falls right in the center of the Skoll World Forum in Oxford, England. And so unfortunately, though I'm not with you in person, know that I'm with you in spirit. What I'd love to do is give you all an overview of this movement to use business as a force for good and where it came from and where it's headed. Importantly, first my background. I'm an entrepreneur. The lens through which I do all this work is first and most importantly as a business person. I ran an athletic footwear company for 13 years called And One, and it is the reason why I'm engaged with B Lab. During those 13 years, we really had a magical run. And One was a basketball footwear and apparel company that took care of its employees, was deeply engaged in its community, and was trying to preserve the environment. We scaled it to about $250 million and sold it in 2005. During those 13 years, there were some very clear learnings. First, that business is the most powerful force in society, and secondly, that it can be used as a force for good. At the back end of that experience, myself and my two other co-founders here at B Lab thought that we could contribute to the movement of businesses that are trying to utilize a for-profit model to solve social and environmental problems. Our mission was pretty simple. You see, as much as we believe in the government and the nonprofit sector, they are necessary but insufficient to address the great challenges we all face. We must get business more engaged. And our hope is through this movement, we can inspire millions of organizations to use the power of the private sector to create public benefit. We're hoping to identify, celebrate, support, and scale a community of leaders. Our long-term aspiration to redefine success in business so that all companies compete not just to be best in the world, but best for the world. A B Corp is an organization that meets the highest standards of social and environmental performance and has a higher standard of legal accountability. These are best-in-class companies, the gold standard across 120 different industries, 41 different countries, all of whom believe business can be a force for good. To be certified, they have taken and passed among the most challenging tests around the company's social and environmental performance, the B Impact Assessment. That tool evaluates the company's impact on all of its stakeholders, the community, the environment, its workers, its consumers, and its governance practices. Once they've taken and passed that assessment, the second challenge is they must put mission, purpose, at the center of the company in the governance structure of the company. They must rewrite their corporate governing documents to include the interest of stakeholders so that those performance elements around social and environmental performance are in fact built to last. And it is the combination of those two elements that make this certification so robust. Higher standards of social and environmental performance that are embedded in the DNA of the business through a governance change. Obviously, they can use our certification to differentiate themselves in the marketplace, to stand out in the crowd, to truly demonstrate that they indeed are making money and making a difference. Many organizations are interested in attracting and retaining the next generation of talent. That this certification provides evidence to employees and new prospects that this company really walks the walk. And of course, many are attracted by the power of the community. They're looking for a like-minded set of entrepreneurs who share their values, where you can exchange best practices and form a deep tie. They want to have an impact beyond the four walls of their organization. They want to indeed be part of something bigger than themselves. They are inspiring indeed many others to follow. That impact assessment I mentioned, it's free, it's confidential, and it's transparent. Anybody can use it. And based upon the leadership of 1,250 certified B corporations, there are now 25,000 companies using the impact assessment as a do-it-yourself consulting tool, a roadmap, a guideline to improve their impact. I encourage all of you, even if you don't have a particular interest in the certification, to use that impact assessment to know how you can be more impactful for your community, your workers, and the environment. This community is now 1,250 strong. Its diversity is its strength. These organizations hail from the banking world across to media enterprises. They are consumer product businesses and insurance companies. Anyone can be a certified B Corporation. The movement is gaining true traction outside of the U.S. as well. We certainly began this endeavor back in 2006 in the United States, but the aspirations were always global, to truly inspire a global movement of businesses that are using capitalism for change. We now have 35% of the community of certified B corporations hailing from Latin America and Europe, Asia, and Australia. We have, in the last 3 years, opened Sistema B in Latin America, BLab Canada, BLab Europe, BLab Australia, BLab United Kingdom, BLab Portugal, and BLab Lusophone Africa. What we're really excited about is bringing this movement to Asia and opening BLab Asia. We think the opportunity is ripe and the momentum is significant. And so I genuinely look forward to finding a time to come back to Taiwan, visit old friends from my prior life at And1, and make new ones to help build this movement of business as a force for good. And so my greetings to all of you, my blessings to all of you. Thank you for joining us in this movement, and we look forward to working together in the future.